Hi everyone. This year we just celebrated the holiday of Purim, and I learned a very interesting insight which I would love to share with everyone. So, like many of the Jewish holidays, Passover, Purim, and Hanukkah, we're celebrating that they tried to kill us. We're still here and let's eat. So the interesting thing is that Purim and Hanukkah are similar in some ways. So I wanted to compare and contrast them so that we could see how they are alike and how they are different. So with Hanukkah, the Greeks tried to convert us to Hellenism, and Hellenism is a polytheistic religion. They believe in like the god of the sun, the god of the moon, the god of the water. There's like 12 Olympians. They were into like, naked Olympics and orgies and all the stuff that's like contrary to the teachings of the Bible. And they didn't want to kill the Jewish people, but rather they wanted to convert them to Hellenism. They wanted them to stop doing everything that the Bible commanded them to do. They wanted them to stop studying the Bible. They wanted them to stop circumcising their children, their boys. They wanted them to stop wearing tefillin, which are the phylacteries that the men wear on the head and the arm when they pray. They wanted them to stop basically doing everything that made them different, that made them Jewish. And they did succeed in converting many Jews, but of course, Hellenism is now extinct and we are still here. So during Hanukkah, one of the traditions that we have is we have this little dreidel. It's a top, it's hard to see, and we hold it on the top and we spin it around. And the Hebrew letters are Nun, Gimel, Hey, and Shin, and it stands for Nes Gadol Hayasham. A great miracle happened there. And what was the miracle? The miracle was that when the Greeks went into the Holy Temple in Jerusalem and desecrated it. They brought pigs inside. They just like rampaged the whole thing. They destroyed everything. The miracle was that there was one tiny vial of pure olive oil, which was untouched. And it was supposed to only last for one day and one night to light the menorah. But the miracle was that it lasted for an additional 7 days and 7 nights. So that's why Hanukkah is celebrated for 8 nights because of this miracle. And we commemorate the holiday by lighting candles. And candles represent spirituality because the flame of the candle, it's the only thing that defies gravity. It goes upwards, right? It's drawn upwards, not down. So that represents the soul. So we're celebrating that our souls are were not extinguished because like I said before, they didn't want to kill us. It wasn't like a physical genocide, it was a spiritual genocide that they wanted. Whereas Purim, the evil Haman wanted to kill all the Jews, all because Mordecai wouldn't bow down to him. So we have this belief in Judaism that we only bow down to God, we don't bow down to other people. And, it's so much ingrained in us that when I was in college at UC Santa Cruz, I took an Aikido class and they wanted us to bow down every day to a picture of an Aikido master, and I just couldn't do it. So I had to transfer to Taekwondo, where they didn't make us bow down to anyone in worship. Just to go like this out of respect is okay, but like to actually like prostrate yourself before another person, it's a no-no in Judaism. So anyway, Haman was really pissed off that Mordecai would not bow down to him, and it boiled his blood so much that he decided to convince King Ahasuerus to kill all of the Jews who were in Persia. And Persia is what is now Iran. But at the time, the king didn't rule only Persia. He was very, very powerful. He ruled something like 129 different countries besides Persia. So what happened was Queen Esther, she concealed her true self. Her Hebrew name was Hadassah, but she took the name Esther to conceal her Jewish identity. And Esther means hidden. And what's interesting is in the Megillah, in the Queen Esther, in the book of Queen Esther, which is it's part of the Bible, and she she doesn't tell the king that she's Jewish in the beginning because she believes that it will be, a hindrance to what her mission is, what she needs to do. So at the end of the story where she could have been killed for coming to the king without permission. So she fasted and she prayed and she, basically risked her life to go before the king and ask him to save her people. Now she's coming and revealing that she's a Jew, from annihilation. And she succeeds and she saves the Jewish people from being exterminated. So Haman wanted to kill the Jewish people physically. He wanted to murder us, not just like convert us to Islam or another religion. He wanted to he wanted to do a physical genocide. So that's why we celebrate Purim with physical commandments such as eating and drinking and dancing and being happy, because it's our bodies that were saved, not just our religion. And the grogger, this grogger is like too big for the screen here. They're usually much smaller. They fit in your hand, but this is the one that I had accessible to me at home. So you can see that I hold it on the bottom. And so the grogger is the noisemaker. We whenever we say Haman's name when we're reading the Queen Esther story, we make noise to wipe out the memory of that evil man. And so the difference between the dreidel and the grogger is that the dreidel we hold it from the top, and the grogger we hold it from the bottom. And what this symbolizes is that in the story of Hanukkah, the miracle came from above. It was a revealed miracle. Whereas in the story of Purim, the miracle came from below. It came from Queen Esther taking action, and she herself brought the salvation of the Jewish people. So sometimes the miracles come from above. Sometimes we have to not rely on God or a savior, but take action ourselves. And so that's why we spin the grogger from below. So I thought that was very interesting, and I wanted to share that about how the holidays are similar but different, and how we're celebrating that, we're still here, and that the evil karma that that formed against us actually ended up with Haman. He ended up being killed, and his 10 sons as well, in the gallows that he created to hang Mordecai. So the moral of the story is, what comes around goes around. If you do good, you will receive good, and vice versa. So I hope you enjoyed these insights, and I hope you had a happy holiday. And we'll see you soon over Passover's coming soon. So maybe I hope to make another video with some Passover insights. Okay, God bless everyone. Have a great day. Bye-bye.